Good morning, degenerates. Right, Mad Merrigan here for Coldbeer Sports. We're busy today. We have 4 for YouTube, we have 2 for the Patreon service. I haven't been on YouTube in a couple of days. I just want to say I will be doing the raffle for the horse Friday evening around 5 p.m. live on Facebook. So if anyone would like to get their tickets, I'll pin a comment below. We'll get that wrapped up. Anyone who has bought tickets, when we do the live on Facebook at 5 o'clock on the Friday, I'll read out everybody's name and number, and then we'll do a live draw, and very best of luck to everybody in it. Right, I'll pin a comment with the details for that. Just touch on yesterday, frustrating day on the Patreon service. We had Glorious Rio just denied ahead for a nice each way place at 20 to 1. We had 2 points each way on him. Really, thought he should have at least got the place. Kind of jockey set, and kind of horses were coming from behind him and getting placed before he could angle out and get a run. But we also had a horse in air. I went for the max bet on the questionnaire. Just touched off on the line. They pulled 9 lengths clear of the rest of the field. It's just painful that there's another horse in the race as well, handicapped as he is. And the result goes again. Us still in a massive profit on the Patreon service this month, so I thought we'd go after it a bit. Just it hasn't gone our way there yesterday with a couple of selections. Also, we've had, I don't know how many seconds this month, lads. We're still in a big plus, but we're still over plus 60 points for the month, or roughly around there. But really annoying that I think we've had 9 or 10 seconds and really close calls with some really interesting bets. So yeah, we like at the start of the month we had Laurel at 9 to 1, just touched off. We did have it each way though, was solid. We also had Insinuendo, who was unlucky in France, never was put in the race, could have easily been placed at 20 to 1, couldn't get a run, and then got placed in Ascot at 80 to 1. We also had Chatterbox just chinned on the line. We also had Maximum, maybe had to jump the last a little bit better in Punchestown, second. And we also had, I won't call him an unlucky second because he wasn't Swift Flight, he was well beaten. Summer Show, unlucky not to win in Gorham Park. You know, another massive swing. And Winter Watch hit the front a little bit too soon. So many close calls, but still we were plus 86 points going into yesterday, so still in a massive profit, but it could have been even way more catastrophic. But I just want anyone to see for the Patreon service the average price of the tips this month. I'll just read off the first 20 of them: 9 to 1, 14 to 1, 20 to 1, 100 to 35 to 1, 5 to 1, 12 to 1, 5 to 1, 5 to 2. So you can see 7 to 4, 6 to 4, 3 to 1, 11 to 1, 7 to 2, 11 to 1, 9 to 1, 12 to 1. You can see the average prices of the horses that get tipped in the Patreon service. So yeah, we're unlucky not to be even well into we have a lot of great winners. Let's touch on some of the real good winners. We had the double that landed for nearly 70 points profit, 8 to 1 and 5 to 2. We also had Sanibel Island, 2 points each way at 14 to 1, bringing in 33 points, 60 points. We also had Everything She Wants, 2.5 points each way, 11 to 1, bringing in 33 points. We had Canicum, he's won twice for us this month. We had 4 points win at 7 to 2 on him, bringing in 14 points. We also had him at 2 to 1 this month as well. We had Castleway, 4 points win at 3 to 1. We also had Montgomery. This was some winner for us as well. 3 to 1, or 3 points win at 7 to 1, bringing in 21 points. So there's a few of them anyway. That's true. We had 47 selections up until yesterday or something like that. So yeah, really solid month overall. There has been frustrating runs though in the month where people can get frustrated when we have a quiet week. But on profits, we're well ahead for the month, which is always good. And there is, we've had so many second place finishes, literally beaten in photo finishes. We could have easily picked up another 100 points. So yeah, roughly started yesterday plus 86.9 points profit. And frustrating day yesterday, but we bounced back today. Right, for today, we have Sergeant Wilson in the 255 at Bangor. This horse absolutely smashed a Tom Lacey horse in a bumper, and Tom Lacey's horse was also by Soldier of Fortune. The two of them were pulled, this fella really won well. So it could definitely be really ready for this hurdling debut. And coming from connections, no doubt he'll take a lot of beating. His main rival has to give him a bit of weight, and I think this might be a better horse anyway. So a point win, Sergeant Wilson at 15-8. And then in the 2:10 at Catrick, a wide draw on soft ground for a trainer in form, Zoom Star. Not the best horse in the world, but handicapped to run well on ground that will suit. Lads, it's around the 4-1 shot. I go a point win. I'm not going to back it each way. Rather than backing it each way, I'd sooner just back it in the place market straight. If you got near even money in the place market, I would chance that, because it's a wide draw on soft ground. Now, another thing I want you to be careful, lads, when reading the Racing Post statistics, because I just checked the statistics of the trainer on the app, and I realised that they were wrong, because they said he's 1 from 10. Well, that's a lie, because he had a double yesterday. He had the first winner in Redcar, and he also won the handicap, the 6 furlong handicap. So he won the maiden and the handicap. So he's clearly more than 2 winners from 10 selections. So be careful, lads, when reading your stats on the Racing Post. It mightn't always be right, which I've taught before they were wrong as well. So someone's lazy in the stat office, the Racing Post, want to get into that office and shake it up a bit. Right, the 2 o'clock in Chepstow. Man of the People, a point win at 5-2. He's a little easy in the market, but he's a decent horse. He did win a point to point as well, so go and chase him now. This is a really good stayer, lads. Might he need the run? It's possible, but I think he's a decent horse. We'll go a point win. Fergal O'Brien doesn't have them lacking in too much fitness. Plus, he was entered to run a week ago, so he's had an extra week in training, so that'll definitely stand to him. Right, also in the 3:10 at Chepstow, Keplerton, is it? Keplerton. This has changed stable, lads, and it's interesting on a couple of runs. Now, it was up and trip a few times, but it did run well over course and distance behind a couple of decent horses. Gitmaker won it that day. Horse that's gone on and been, done well for connections. Also, the horse that was second is a decent horse, Marco Island. So, off a mark of 97 in a handicap with a new stable, I reckon this is an interesting runner. When he finished 4th at the track before, there was some good horses in front of him. So, point win, 11-4. And, definitely interesting. So, that's the 4. Sergeant Wilson, Zoom Star, Man of the People, Keplerton, the 3:10, and I also have 2 for the Coldbeer Sports Patreon service. One is around a 13-2 shot. The other is around, I think, a 3-1 or 11-4. There is money coming for it though, so I want to get it out soon, but I wanted to wait to see would it be backed. The money is coming, so we will tip it up. It's a stable. You like to see the money coming with this type of horse. All right. Bet safe, enjoy, and remember, be doing the raffle Friday evening. If you haven't got your ticket, I'll pin the comment below. Let's get somebody into the syndicate horse. He'll be ready to run at the end of November. And we'll give him a run there at the end of November, and then we'll look for something over Christmas. Right, enjoy. The very best of luck. The time for cotton is over.